Welcome to the Bestseller Club series interview. This is Som Batla, a former lawyer turned into an author of 22 books at Amazon and a founder of Author Freedom Hub, a community of aspiring authors where we write books, publish books, and take it to bestseller level. And in this interview, we talk to various authors who join the community, publish their books, and get some success. So if you are new to this channel, watching this channel for the first time, I ask you to subscribe to channel and hit the notification bell. And today we have in this series with us Rupal Mohta from Gurgaon. Welcome, Rupal.
Thank you so much, Som, for having me. It's a pleasure.
Wonderful. So Rupal is a company secretary and MBA finance by profession. She has worked for 5 years in the companies, which are listed company, unlisted companies, merchant bankers, and she's into content writing, blogging, and now she has finally authored a book called Indian Side Up. She is a third generation author. Her grandfather was an author and she is also an author now. So Rupal, can you show her your book first? Yes,
This is
Indian Side Up. And subtitle is A Fascinating Tale of for Children.
For children.
Wonderful, wonderful. So congratulations for hitting bestseller at Amazon. How does it feel?
Thank you. Surreal experience. Great. Never really thought it's going to happen, but it has. So
Wonderful.
It feels wonderful.
Wonderful. So let's talk about your journey. Like you have a very versatile kind of profile. Started as a company secretary, MBA finance, then content writing, blogging, and finally as a book. So why don't we start with the journey of how did you start and how ultimately you authored this book? Let's talk about that. And then I will be talking about your journey, about your book, so that readers, so that watchers of this video can get maximum benefit out of your experience. Over to you.
First of all, I think I'd like to thank the viewers who've taken the time to log in and to listen to an author, a first-time author like myself.
Yes.
Coming to my journey, it's been nothing short of fascinating. I started out studying. My initial years were spent in Coimbatore, down South India. And my family, as Som said, is a family of teachers and authors, starting right from my grandfather to my uncle to my father. So in addition to pursuing their respective careers, they have also been authors and teachers of English literature.
Wonderful.
So when it came to me, I was always a very bright student, a university rank holder, and all of those things were very fine. Pursued my corporate career, got married, had my children, and somewhere the seed of writing was always sown into us right from the very beginning.
Yes.
My home was like a library of sort. We had vast literature on both English and Hindi. Everybody in my family was an avid reader.
Wonderful.
And my father always encouraged us to express ourselves in the form of writing. So
Wonderful.
even right from the school days, I was always into writing poetries and essays and every other such thing. So
Great.
the seed was always there.
Yes.
And once I had my children, they say every good writer is first a reader, as cliched as it sounds. But I think it's very true. So I started reading a lot of children's fiction out to the children to introduce them to books. The way I was introduced to during my childhood. And that got me hooked to children's fiction. The art of creating a story and creating intriguing characters, bringing them to life. I think the whole experience was amazing. And that's how the entire journey of writing started.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So first what I did was I got into the space of blogging, like most writers have.
Yes.
And thereafter I got into content writing also.
Wonderful.
Which was very soul satisfying because I was able to write across several platforms. I've written multiple articles on early childhood parenting and other such topics of interest to young parents. And last year with the pandemic, I think life's changed for everybody around.
Yes.
It gave us a lot of time. The home was always a full house. And it accordingly gave me also a lot of time. So I got thinking, the ball set rolling, and that's how the book happened.
Wonderful. What a journey. See, you are from a family of authors. So of course you are seeing the environment and environment is very powerful than our willpower, because if environment is there, then we really get inspirations from the environment itself. But let's talk about your writing for a lot of time, like blogging, content writing. What inspired you to write a children book precisely? Because after your motherhood, you started to think about that, or was there something inside you from the beginning that inspired you to talk about children? Yes, please.
Uh, I think a story always fascinates everybody.
Hmm.
In whichever age that you are,
Yes.
anything which is told to you or explained to you in the form of a story
Hmm.
will always click with a person.
Absolutely.
I think
Absolutely.
even with corporate trainings, the art of storytelling has now become very huge. Trainings
Hmm.
are being provided in the form of stories.
Right.
And with children, of course, stories are huge, be it
Right.
bedtime stories, stories across meals. So, stories are something which really hit and instantly convey the message.
Absolutely.
So,
This reminds
I
me one
felt,
quote. I just stop you here. Sorry.
hmm,
Words make you think. Stories
hmm,
make you link. Wonderful quote was I heard somewhere. Words make you
beautiful.
think. Stories
Hmm.
make you link. So we can connect better with the stories. Correct. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Beautiful, beautiful. So I think it was very important that if there is a message within you and which you do want to get it out to the world,
Hmm.
then story was the best form of actually doing it.
Right.
And I have always been attracted towards children's books in
Hmm.
particular.
Right.
I think the illustrations and the beautiful writing that comes alongside, and a children's book allows you to imagine. Sky
Hmm.
is the limit.
Hmm.
Everything is possible. You can
Right.
have a unicorn, you can have a mermaid, and everything is possible in a
Yes.
children's world.
Yes.
So that's how I think children's fiction happened. Uh,
Absolutely.
and it really attracted me. And that's how my first book, which is also in the genre of children's fiction,
Hmm.
came by.
Wonderful, wonderful. So now let's talk about a little bit inside the book. You have I just looked at the book. There are so many instances in the book. Can you just briefly talk about like what this book talk about Indian side up, and
Hmm,
what kind of things are there generally, so that
hmm,
watchers of this video can get a sense of what this book is all about, and then
hmm.
what they can get out of this book. Let's talk about that.
Very true. I think as an Indian, I'm a very proud one at that.
Hmm.
I think there's no other country like India anywhere across in this planet, or for that
Wonderful,
matter, the solar system, if there's life elsewhere also.
wonderful, wonderful.
Um, so
Proud
I
Indian.
think yes, absolutely, a very proud Indian.
Me too.
So for me, it was very important to bring forth India, her culture, the
Hmm.
values that we possess and
Hmm.
we have grown up upon to the coming generation as well.
Right.
No, and I can quote a small incident also
Sure.
that India is a land of festivals,
Mhm.
and we were also celebrating festivals. And
Right.
last year during Diwali, we had a small family get together with friends over,
Right.
and the children came to us.
Hmm.
They came to us with a barrage of questions,
Hmm.
saying that, "Ma, why do we make rangoli? Why do we hang this toran at the door? Why
Hmm.
do we light diyas?"
Hmm.
So at that point of time, we just sort of gave whatever answers came to the top of our mind, and we
Hmm.
let them go. So, but I
Hmm.
realized that this generation, which is again not living with their grandparents majorly,
Hmm.
at least we in the modern cities and
Right.
towns where you
Right.
do have the nuclear setup, children are not very attached to their cultural values.
You're right. You're right.
So I think it was very important for them to carry forth these cultural values.
Hmm.
And since this generation is also a very questioning generation, once
Absolutely.
they have a reply to every such why,
Hmm.
when they find out the scientific reason to every such why, it
Hmm.
becomes very interesting, and it becomes very easy to get them to follow uh,
Hmm.
and take forth the family or the Indian tradition and culture.
Hmm. Wonderful.
So this was the message that I wanted to pass across through the book. You know?
Yes. Wonderful.
And my book is a chapter book, which is divided across 20 chapters.
Okay.
And each chapter talks about a different value, which is Indian and which is
Hmm.
very Indian, right from the
Yes.
ancient ages to this day. Uh,
Hmm.
and all of this is not written in any boring saga form of a way, which the child reads the first page and then just runs away.
Hmm.
So all of this is interwoven and intermingled with a story
Right.
where there are real life characters, where
Hmm.
there are real life situations, where
Hmm.
there is a family wedding also, there is a farm fest also, so
Hmm.
which the children can relate to.
Right.
and they can understand what India is, and why she is, and how her civilization is actually prospered over the years, and how we can be proud Indians all over again. Even the
Wonderful.
coming generation can understand that.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to convey.
Wonderful. So I was just looking at the book, and you have concepts like Vasudev Kutumbakam is written on the gate, our Parliament House, and the
Yes.
concept of why the bells are there outside the temple. So wonderful concepts you have mentioned. So I would say that yes, children should read this book for sure, but maybe you would say that any age group who wants to know more about India, they should read this book.
Absolutely, absolutely. Though it is meant to be a children's book, but I think I know from a fact from also the lot of reviews that I've got from readers that
Right.
they have been pleasantly surprised
Hmm.
once they've read the book.
Right.
That everybody has been doing a lot of stuff which is Indian, which we don't really know the logic of also, but
Right.
people have been following these practices. But now once they know the logic, it just is refreshing. So
Wonderful.
I think even as adults they are going to find a lot of value with the book,
Wonderful.
not just children.
Yes, in a story format. I mean, maybe
Yes,
children, their parents who want to connect to children better, they could read together, and they can get connected better with each other, right?
very true,
Wonderful,
very
wonderful.
true.
So you, this book is your first book, or you have authored earlier also? Is it first book?
No, this is my first book. As
First
a
book.
book, this is my first book.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So first time author, written the book. You writing is, of course, you are writing for a long time. So that is something which I don't think you had a challenge, because writing for a lot of content writing work you're doing already. So let's talk
Yes.
about your journey as a self-published author and then hitting bestseller at Amazon. Talk about that journey, because somebody is watching this interview, he might be relating to you in terms of maybe profession, or as a woman, or as a mother,
Right.
and he or
Right.
and she might have some desire to write a book, or some parent might have a desire to write a book. So talk about your journey from writing to publishing yourself to take it to
Yes.
bestseller. How was that journey
Yes.
like? Go ahead.
Nothing short of amazing. Nothing
Hmm.
short of amazing.
Let's hear that.
As we always we look at the writing world in a
Hmm.
very traditional way.
Yes.
We always think of it that there is a script you have written. You will
Hmm.
approach some 20, 30 different publishers, and you will receive some 20, 30 rejections, and the script will probably go back in the box, and everything else is history.
Yeah.
But when I came across your course,
Hmm.
I understood that there's another way of doing it.
Yeah.
In addition to the traditional publishing and also vanity publishing,
Hmm.
self-publishing is a route which is a practical reality today.
Yes.
And anybody who is good with the pen, who is good with any particular genre for that matter, can
Hmm.
get to writing
Hmm.
and then can fulfill their dream of actually seeing that work come to life.
Yes.
Uh, so I think the world of self-publishing is giving you that freedom.
Hmm.
It is making an entrepreneur out of you, as you generally say.
Yes.
And writing, of course, came very easy to me,
Hmm.
and it took like 6 to 8 weeks to actually complete the manuscript.
Wonderful.
And the process which followed was rather complicated. Complicated in the sense that I had to understand the different nuances of the self-publishing world.
Right.
Doing this for the first time, I had to understand from where I can get an illustrator, what is the role of an editor, how
Yes.
exactly a formatter comes into the picture,
Right.
and finally the big M of marketing,
Yes.
which of course we're still trying to decode.
Yes. Last leg.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I think that entirely has been a very fascinating journey. To decode each of these one after the other has been very interesting. And I think I would like to say to the viewers, if I can do it, anybody can.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. So, our society is somehow brainwashed that somebody else has to put a stamp on our forehead that you are a writer. That breed is called publishers. But that's the old age. Robin
Yeah.
Sharma, I was listening to his podcast. He has a Mastery Sessions podcast. He was telling his story that when he wrote his book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, it is a self-published book. He went to various publishers. Everybody rejected. So he self-published on his own. He was putting this book into his garage, into his van, and distributing it everywhere. So imagine if people like Robin Sharma, people like J.K. Rowling, they are rejected, and imagine they would have stopped their journey of writing the book, the world would have lost so many amazing authors, their stories, right?
Absolutely. Such gems and such wonderful stories, we would never have come across them.
Yeah, and you must be noticing that in the community, there are so many amazing people coming out with the books which they wouldn't have otherwise come out because they might have been thinking that how to publish, how to market, all this stuff, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So
Wonderful.
I think as an individual, each one is an individual in their own right,
Hmm.
and each has a magnum opus within them.
Hmm.
And what is important is that that magnum opus needs to come out. The world needs to be able to see it,
Hmm.
and needs to see your unique take at a particular subject, which is very you, whichever genre it may be, fiction,
Right.
non-fiction, for children, adults, whatever it may be.
Hmm.
But the world needs to see that,
Hmm.
which I think self-publishing gives you.
Wonderful. So you published your first book, took it to bestseller at Amazon India. Now imagine you're publishing second book. Would it be that difficult, or you're already clear of all the process?
I think now the process is very clear in my head. At least
Hmm.
I know the sequence
Right.
of how to go about what, and I also know the places where I can look for people.
Hmm.
Like, when I went through your course and courseware, which
Hmm.
is self-explanatory to say the least,
Hmm.
the short videos that you give us, and they are short, which is the best thing about your courseware,
Hmm.
so which lets us budding authors instantly understand the process, you know.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
so for the second time around, if I have to do it, I think half the battle is already won,
You're right. You're
because
right.
you're well aware of the process, and
Hmm.
you know what to expect and anticipate also. So when
Hmm.
that is taken care of, second time around, of course, it again comes down to what you want to write and where you
Yes.
want to project it.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
I
Correct.
think
Correct.
that's
Yeah, I
that.
mean, shorter videos are specifically, we made the shorter videos because people are really, sometimes people are too much overwhelmed with the learning concept itself. They are
Yes.
learning. Where is the time to
Yes.
implement that? So I
Yes.
introduced the
Very true.
concept of short videos followed by weekly
Hmm.
coaching sessions, because
Very true. Very
live we
true.
can talk and understand the queries, and you might have noticed that the weekly sessions go till 90 minutes, 120 minutes, where we take all the questions, and
Yes.
that is the concept where every concept gets clear, right?
Beautiful. I think that's very bang on when it comes to your sessions.
Hmm.
One, for the videos are perfect. Two, you're doing a lot of hand holding through these weekly sessions. And you're really encouraging people to ask questions, which
Right.
most mentors won't, you
Including
know.
silly questions.
Of course. And then you also say that no questions are silly. So,
Yes.
people are actually encouraged to come forward. However trivial the doubt may be,
Hmm.
they're really encouraged to come forward to
Hmm.
ask. So
Hmm.
they say, unless you don't ask, you're never going to seek and find.
Yes.
So your community lets you do that. You are hand holding. Every week you are there right in front of us. There's a new topic that you're discussing, and there's a new learning which is coming about. And thirdly, of course, the community of authors that you have created.
Wonderful.
Where there are a lot of budding writers, each one is ready to help the other.
Wonderful.
So I think that's a very beautiful platform.
Thank you so much for the appreciation. Now let's talk about, you have authored your first book. What is your plan right now in terms of book writing? I mean, because when I wrote my first book, I was clear that I can write one book, then I can write many books, and I kept on writing. What's in your mind?
True. True. As you rightly say, now I think I have like 10 different ideas in my head,
Hmm.
floating concurrently, where I
Hmm.
feel that I should write for adults also,
Hmm.
probably I should write for children also, and I want to explore other genres as well.
Right,
So
right,
there are
right.
these multiple ideas which are floating,
Hmm.
and I've already started work on my next book, and I'd like to bring about a part two of this book
Okay, great.
and others also. So
Wonderful.
the work has already begun. Yes, as you
Hmm.
rightly say, and it's like an itch. Once you get to it, you don't want to stop.
Yeah,
Then you
and
want to continue.
yeah, and once you know that the process is totally in your control, why to
Yes,
stop? Why to stop?
yes,
If you had to go
absolutely.
again to publisher and get the approval, then we are demotivated that maybe it will not be approved or something. But when everything is in our control and we can make it
Yes,
excellent based on our own research and all experiment of our own, then why to stop, right?
very true, very
And
true.
the journey is like a rocket. When the rocket is to start, a lot of
Hmm.
fuel consumption energy is at the initial level because
Hmm.
there is a gravity of earth. But once that
Hmm.
initial fuel consumption is done, The rocket leaves a lot of fire, fume, and then once it crosses the boundary of gravitation, then the within a fraction of fuel, that journey to space is completed, right?
Very true, very true, very true. And I think once you're in the momentum, you should actually keep going. Don't
Yeah, yeah,
stop.
yeah. Don't stop. I got into momentum and I kept on writing 22 books. So that's something.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah. That's the power of momentum. Yes, and you become unstoppable. You become unstoppable.
Very true,
Yeah,
very
wonderful.
true.
Great, great. Now let's talk about as a first-time author, many people who are about thinking of writing a book, they might be thinking that okay, Rupal wrote a book in 4 to 6 weeks. Maybe she had some kind of special traits. She knew how to write, but other than writing, knowing the writing, don't you think that there are certain specific set of traits which are required for a book to be written? Not only knowing the writing is something which will do the book. There are some kind of habits, some kind of discipline, some kind of traits you develop in the process. So can you just talk about your journey, like in the writing process, in the publishing process? What kind of traits you developed by overcoming some challenges? So just a little bit talk about them. I mean, go back to those days when you're writing the book, and imagine those days and talk about from your experience.
Absolutely. I think writing a book is more like a course on personal transformation,
Ah,
you know,
wonderful.
because there is this very famous quote by Francis Bacon, which reads that reading makes a full man, conference makes a ready man, and writing makes an exact man.
Amazing, amazing, wonderful.
So there is this quote which stands very true when it comes to writing a book. You know, I think writing and meditation are at par with each other.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
You know,
Elaborate that. Writing and meditation. Did you experience that? I mean, when you write.
I did because I really felt that writing is the highest form of meditation. You know, first you have to know yourself to be able to write.
Yes.
You know, you need to know your strengths. You need to know what you think and feel, and you need to know that what you are good at and how you can bring that good to the world.
Wonderful.
So, in a way, writing brings about a communal good. No? So, there is something that you have within you, a gem, which you are sending forth to the world. So I think writing does that. No?
Wonderful.
And
Wonderful.
you may not be a trained writer, but all of us have emotions within us, and writing is also a skill which can be learned.
Yes,
No,
you're absolutely
even
right.
if you are not a born writer, I think the kind of courseware which is available these days, it is a skill which can be learned.
Absolutely, yes.
Over a period of time. Fine, that's okay. Some people can do it faster, some others, but you can take your own time. But that is something which is very much doable.
Yes.
And for me, as a personal transformation, I thought that by writing a book, I have become a more disciplined person. I find a quiet corner to write every day, and I try to devote that time to writing, which makes me. So that is one beautiful change which has come across in my personality. And secondly, I've always been a very private person. Very comfortable with those who's going to stand on top of a mountain and shout and say that, look, I'm here. But writing a book, I think it takes you to the world at large.
Yes.
And that way you're able to connect with people you don't know.
Right.
And I have learned so much about how to use social media through my book. So having an Instagram page or appearing on a YouTube interview with you, for example, and connecting to people through Facebook, LinkedIn, and every other such social media platform.
Absolutely.
Which whether, I mean, as an extrovert, maybe it's okay, you can do it, but probably as an introvert, that may not come naturally to you. But writing greatly helps, because if you can express yourself in word and on paper, then you can do it in every other form also.
Absolutely. Yes. Wonderful. Great.
That has been an amazing transformation. So I think people will really experience that. And the third most important thing is that it brings about a very creative satisfaction.
Yes. Go ahead.
It lets you use every facet of your brain which you didn't know existed also. In addition to your professional life and your personal life, whatever that you've been pursuing over the years, the seed of writing brings about a very, very creative satisfaction. irrespective of the number of books you're going to sell, or irrespective of whether you're becoming a bestseller or not.
Yes.
But creatively, it is a beautiful process.
Amazing,
So
amazing,
I think
amazing.
that's.
Hmm. Wonderful. So yeah, I mean, you wonderfully said that writing is a meditation. See, I see that writer, when he is in a flow zone, he becomes a conduit. He becomes a conduit where the information flows from somewhere and appears on the paper through the writer as a conduit. And
Very.
after writing 22 books, I have many times realized that there are some situations. See, like you, I'm also solitude loving person, but we people are selectively social. We don't go everywhere outside. I am on webinars, but I know that on the webinars, I'm not with the general people. I'm with the people who want to become an author. And that's why even if I'm having a webinar, 100 people, 200 people, still, I feel that I'm talking to the, my selected social community. That's what I do here. So, and secondly, you talked about your discipline, about the location and time you selected. James Clear very clearly said that habits could be made by giving specificity to the habit. If you have given a specific corner of your room for writing, specific time, then you don't need to think about that stuff, and you are doing it disciplinedly. You have clearly said that you have become disciplined by selecting a corner of the room, of house, and giving a specific time. Wonderful. So amazing journey you have, and I'm sure that those who are watching this interview will definitely love to would definitely learn a lot from your disciplines, habits, and also from the book you have. Wonderful.
Thank you.
So it was great to have you on the show. So let me just now talk to watchers of this video. Hey watchers, if you are someone who wants to become an author, who is thinking that whether you could do it or you couldn't do it, or you might have been having a traditional mindset that somebody as a publisher has to put a stamp on your forehead that you can become a writer, then I invite you to check out the free training video in the description below, and that will let you know how to become an author and you can have the opportunity of joining the bandwagon in my community as well, as Rupal and many more people are enjoying the community here. And if you're someone who is willing to, who is a story person, heart person, then I invite you to read the book Indian Side Up. If you're someone who wants to connect with children better, know your country better, if you're a proud Indian, then this book is something you must put your hands on. And the links of the Rupal's book I put down in the description below, so you can check out that video. And yeah, now Rupal, thank you very much for coming here on the show. Now, before I let you go, I think one or two things I could ask you. You have already told about your journey, your recommendation to anybody that anybody can write a book. But
Yes.
before you go from this session, what comes to your mind as a parting piece of advice to the viewers of this video so that they could go home with some wonderful piece of information from your side? Yes, over to you.
Uh, I think anybody who's ever thought about writing,
Hmm.
don't delay it.
Hmm.
Just pick up a handy notepad, pick up a pen, whatever is lying around, and just get to writing.
Wonderful.
Don't think about the quality. Don't think about what you're writing, why you're writing.
Hmm.
Just get to the process and
Wonderful.
see what the world has in store for you. And everybody can do it. A
Amazing.
lot of help you will get once you start writing. There are a
Hmm.
lot of communities available. The most beautiful one is Soam's community, and you will meet like-minded people as you go about this journey. uh,
Hmm.
so please begin the process and start writing, and you will be amazed at discovering yourself in the process. uh,
Absolutely.
so do give it a try is what my suggestion would be to the viewers. And in addition to that, please do give my book also a read. And I would really wait for your feedback. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Can you please wave your book once last time?
Yes.
Yes, Indian Side Up. So wonderful, Rupal, for your journey sharing, your author experience sharing, about your book sharing, and showing your book at the last. And your parting piece of advice was really good because 1,000 miles journey starts with a single step. The Chinese proverb
Absolutely.
says that. So please,
Absolutely.
watchers of this
Mo-
video, if you have any journey to start, take the first step. Take inspiration from the authors of this community. And if you are willing to join. If the book is already there in the link below, and you will get the book by the link. Do leave a review. So thank you so much, Rupal. It was amazing to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's been a complete pleasure to be here on the show and to interact with you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Take care.